well, that's a cool number.
Right?
Sure.
Cheers.
5.
12.
Holy shit.
Whoa. Not 12. Right?
Oh, roll off.
Alright.
10.
4.
Ooh.
Just gonna have to mull.
I think you have to. I don't know how it works in Commander.
You choose.
You go first.
So how do you guys like to write your ones? Do you always just do like little joke ones, or do you do?
I like that. It's kind of like a little catchy name.
Yeah, fair.
It's just a little, add a little fun to it.
Some of the recent ones I may have tried to have ridiculously long names. Geez, do you know the Indoraptor?
Yeah.
What does that one do? I do remember the
And
name,
the
but
3/1 for 3 with the Bloodthirst Axe. Comes in with +1/+1 counters equal to the amount of damage you've done to opponents.
oh, okay, that's it.
And then it has Menace, and whenever it takes damage, you choose an opponent at random, and then they have to either sacrifice a non-token creature or take its power to their face.
I'll take this one. That's crazy.
So I called it, my arms have become incredibly strong by wrangling massive dinosaurs and throwing them at people's faces.
Love that.
A surveil land.
That's awesome.
Add a pair of wastes.
Good draw. I'll just play Azorius Gilgate tapped and pass.
Just go mountain and pass. If you want to go.
Three blue and white lands, then mountain.
Just a mess.
Have 2 for an Or's Obstacle. And then I'll pass.
Throw down a island and pass.
Okay. I'm going to untap draw. I will play. Yeah. I am going to tap, play a sleight of hand. I'll look at the top 2. Yeah. I'm going to put this one over here into my hand and this one at the bottom. But we're going no lands. I'll pass.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Draw.
I'm just going to have to. Sorry. I'm going to discard a take for a ride.
I'll play a mountain. Tap 2 for Goblin Tunneler. 1/1 tap target creature with power 2 or less is unblocked this turn.
Play an Edgar Wastes. So I was going to play turn 1 until I top deck the archive.
Yeah.
Tap 4 and I'm about to Veil Piercer, and then I'll pass.
For blue, take down Jace's Archivist. 2/2, pay a blue and tap it. Each player discards their hand and draws cards equal to the number, or the greatest number of cards discarded this way.
Awesome. Alright.
Windfall on a stick.
Draw.
Windfall on a stick.
I am going to tap and opt. So I'll scry 1 and draw.
It's not a land. Put it on the bottom.
Yeah, I am definitely putting this one here.
It's like,
I mean, Ever-flowing chalice, not bad. But for 0.
yeah.
So, I'm just gonna discard a little battle box.
man.
Go ahead.
I will draw.
A windfall would be cool.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
I'm gonna tap 3.
Use a swap.
Cast General Crete, Oathbringer. And I'm so sorry, but you're
You're
over.
good.
So I'm going to swing Goblin Tunneler.
Yep.
Trigger on General Crete with a 1/1 Goblin coming your way. So when that ETBs, everyone will take 1.
Right. Thank you.
And then you have 2 1/1s coming your way.
2 1/1s.
I'll pass the turn.
Upkeep also fail 2. As long as the previous one would be with your backgrounders. I will miracle the first card I draw this turn though.
Ooh.
So I'll play an Exquisite Blood.
That's scary.
So whenever I'm not running the other half of the Infinite Combo.
Which
This
other
is-
half?
none of them. I am running this purely to gain life in my very defenseless deck. So yeah, whenever one of you guys loses life, I'll gain that much life. Easy stuff.
That's good, considering what that does over there. I think you're going to be pretty healthy this game.
Here's hoping.
Here's hoping.
I think we will go ahead and I'm going to take 1 life. The wastes to impend and overlord blood pits. So it'll enter. When it enters or attacks, I will draw 2, then discard a card. I will discard this Terminus. And then I will pass turn. Yeah, the Grievous Wound would have been really gross with your impact runners.
That'd be funny. Put it on yourself.
I could put it in myself.
Pay 3 for propaganda.
Yeah. I have a ton of that.
Creatures can't attack me unless they pay 2 for each one.
Good stuff.
And pass.
Sure. I'm gonna end draw.
Land.
Land.
Way to get it.
Okay.
Let's go.
There's a land.
Sulfur Falls though tapped, which is so sad to see.
Better than nothing.
Better than nothing. I do agree. I think though, I'm gonna go for. You know what? Let's just do this. I'll get a Fortune Teller Salad. So it allows me to look at the top of my library at any time. If you're not familiar here, I can also, for 3 colorless and 1 blue, as long as I've cast a spell this turn, I may cast from the top of my library, and then for another 2 blue and 2 colorless, spells that I cast from anywhere other than my hand are 2 less to cast.
Yeah, that's cool.
Right. And I will pass. I'll just look at the top. But
That's
one of the commander
raw.
decks, isn't it?
from Bloomberg, I think. One of the commander decks. Or is it Block? BLC?
That's from
no,
Bloomberg.
yeah, specifically from one of the commander decks.
Oh,
So I'm gonna play Felwar Stone. Then let's tap 2 for a Ruby Medallion.
Nice.
I'm gonna tap to make General Crete unblockable. And we're gonna swing at Joe.
That's fair.
Trigger. How does this work?
So
If this
we all lose 3 or 1, and then I'm gonna gain 2. and then I'll take 2 commander damage.
Well, my question is, when the goblin comes in tapped and attacking,
Oh yeah.
can I declare
Against
swinging
yeah
there?
yeah
without-
you can ignore the propaganda.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Of course, he has a 2/2.
He does have a 2/2. So, well, unfortunately, it'll come your way.
So that comes in.
Yeah,
Lose,
everyone
lose
takes
1.
1,
Yep.
and
Then
then
I
you'll
gain
gain 2, and then you'll take 2.
Then I'll take 2. You'll take 1.
Swipe
And then I will gain 1.
And
Oh, how do we do the commander damage on it?
Just swipe it.
Okay. I'll just, yeah, cool.
perfect. Last turn.
Cool. So I netted 0, but I gained commander damage. Alright, upkeep, I will surveil 2.
Mhm.
We'll come back to this. Yeah, we'll come back this way. I'll draw. I'm going to Miracle a Soaring Lightbringer. So other enchantment creatures I control have flying, and whenever I attack a player, I create a 1/1 white glimmer enchantment creature token that's tapped and attacking that player.
Oh my god. We both have stuff getting around with propaganda.
But I have to attack you first to be able to do it.
Oh,
So I still have to pay.
Never mind then. We're good. Working as intended.
Let's see. I mean, just stay on theme for now. I will impend an Overlord of the Misters.
That's a good theme.
So that one enters sword attack, so I'll make 2/1 flying insects with flying. And I'm not going to attack anybody. I'll just pass the turn. That's fine. I'm kidding. I've saved 8 mana so far.
I mean, yeah, it's getting a little crazy over there.
It's
Typically what I do.
for Kykar, Zephyr-Waker. 3/4 flyer. Whenever I cast a non-creature spell, I can either exile another target creature I control and then return it to the battlefield at the beginning of my next down step, or make a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying.
That's cool. And you could add a Kykar to your Kykar deck.
Yeah, that would be kind of sick. I'm gonna untap and I'm gonna draw. I'll look at the top. And that's a funny one. Okay, so I will tap 2 and I'll play a Fellow War Stand. I believe that I can produce everyone. Yep, so all of my ones here. And with that, I'm just going to tap the Fellow War Stand for a blue, cast Silver Visions, draw a card and scry 2. So let's just draw this one here, scry 2. I'll put this on top and yeah, it's fun enough. I'll do it like this. Alright. And yeah, that's my turn.
Alright. Untap.
Keep trading things go down and stuff of the upkeep.
Yeah.
I have to go and
What's
redo
the activation for Jace's fish thing?
just a blue and tap.
Just blue and tap.
Yeah.
Could you use a new hand?
Well, no, I like my hand. Let me think. What's the best way of doing this?
I also kind of like my hand. So.
I assume General Crate's coming my way.
Well,
Unblockable.
here's the thing. There's a card in here that I think we'll try to take a turn off a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Convoking. Cost 1 less because of Ruby Medallion.
Yeah.
City on Fire.
Yeah. Source to control and deal damage deals triple.
It does deal triple.
I'm not happy about the commander damage part, but I'm fine with the life gain I'm about to get.
Well, that's the reason I'm kind of taking the turn off, though, is I don't want you to gain all that life. So I'm not swinging right now because I don't want him to gain like a bunch of life. But I am casting a City on Fire.
No response.
That's good. I'm just gonna pass the turn.
Fair enough.
Everyone else is good with that.
I have to get it out before he
Yeah.
windfalls.
Upkeep, Surveil 2.
And we gotta get rid of that Amanatu. Thing is rough.
We'll just bin both of those. I'll draw. Miracle that in. No. I will draw my card. I will tap 2 for an Azorius Signet. Tap 4 for a recently ungame-changered Trouble Impairs.
Oh.
So if an opponent would begin an extra turn, nope. Whenever an opponent attacks me with 2 or more creatures, draws their second card for the turn, or casts their second spell for the turn, I draw a card.
My bracket 2 extra turns deck.
Yeah. It's mostly for the card draw.
No, that card's really good.
We'll get a combat. Brahian, I'll swing at you for what will end up being 5, because I'll make a glimmer.
That's also attacking?
Yeah.
How big is the glimmer?
They both have flying.
Okay, they both have flying. Okay.
Yeah, so it's a 5/4 and a 1/1.
So I'll take 5, you gain 5?
Yeah.
There we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I will pass the turn and take these guys down.
I have a question about your windfalling. Is it a fish? What is it? This fish? Spirit?
The Videlkin.
Can I try to get rid of that before you get rid of hands? I might be able to.
Would be nice, because that's becoming a problem.
Yeah.
Hard time with all of this, not more lands, especially not having another black.
Just proposing the offer.
Could be nice.
Sure could be. Sure.
Okay.
And I'm going to pass.
Okay. I'm gonna untap draw. Play island.
Nice.
That was a great double scry earlier, thankfully. Okay, so gives me a few options here. I think I'm gonna go for Arzen. He is my he is my good mana fixing boy. But
Pretty good.
it's pretty good. He goes from what I like to call a full red deck Kykar to a little bit of splash of blue. But yeah, mainly just use him to get some mana out. pass my turn.
Sweet. Untapped.
It's crazy that he's a game changer.
Yeah, is it? I'm not so sure.
Press X to die.
I'm going to tap 3. I'm going to try to cast Koth Fire of Resistance.
It's cool. Sure.
I'm going to -3 him to shoot her for 9.
Yeah, that's fine.
Then let's tap 1 for Bloodmark Mentor. Red creatures I control at first strike. Make General Creed unblockable. It's gonna swing across. Trigger. I'll get a Goblin. That's coming in. I mean, you can block it, so I'll just come and swing your witch, just a 1/1. First strike. That deals 3 damage.
3, yeah.
Okay, so that enters. We each
So
take
everyone
3.
takes 3. And then you get 6.
I gain 6. But then I'm going to take 6 command.
But then you're going to take 6 commander.
Yeah, so I've got no blocks.
I guess I've got a 3, 4, everyone in front of me. So.
Sure. So this guy will die. And I'll just pass the turn.
White, black. There's another black. Cast Hallowed Haunting. As long as I control 7 or more enchantments, creatures I control get flying and vigilance. I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whenever I cast an enchantment spell, I create a white spirit cleric token with this creature's power and toughness is equal to the number of spirits I control. Go to combat. I don't want to pay for your propaganda.
I don't want you to either.
So swing 5 in the air towards Brahian.
Isn't it bigger? Don't they get a bonus for that?
No.
Or no?
My spirits are equal to the spirits it creates are equal to the number of spirits I control.
Oh,
so
okay,
each time I cast one, those ones are getting bigger and bigger.
I see.
So there's 5. I'll send 4 flying in the air your way. They'll both trigger the Lightbringer, so there'll be an additional glimmer at each of you. So it'll be 6 and 5.
I'm taking 6.
And I'm taking 5.
Yes. And I will gain 11.
There's a problem. There's a problem at the table.
And I will pass the turn. It's all completely chill, guys. This is now a creature. This is 1 turn away from being a creature. This over to the creature side. We wheeling?
Thinking about it, but. Oh, cool. Fun.
My favorite part about the potential for a wheel is that I'll draw 3 extra cards.
No.
True.
drawn any of my card draw.
Could have protected animal too. Instead played short creatures.
I was a little surprised you didn't swing at Koth. I was a little surprised you didn't swing at Koth.
I honestly forgot about Koth.
Okay.
But also, if Koth gets hit, I don't gain life. Right now, you can only plus him to get a mountain.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to float a blue and then play to Mirror without the bounce it back. I don't want to do nothing, so I guess we'll just wheel and see what happens. Blue and activate Chase's
In response. Oh, sorry. I guess I have last response.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no response.
In response, before I lose it, I'm going to swords your guy that's making Creed unblockable.
I'll respond. I will Flare of Duplication, sacking this guy. Let's target.
Very nice.
What's more annoying from these two? I think this guy, right?
So, this one's making guys, but I also have flying online because of that. So you're mostly getting rid of the 1/1s versus this card draw.
What does the table think? Card draw or creature generation?
I mean, there is enough card draw already, generally, but the creature generation is...
Is a little annoying, eh? Yeah, I'm gonna hit the creature.
So I'll gain 4 life. I mean, honestly, that went great for me. I still got rid of the thing that was pissing me
Well,
off.
the funny thing is, like, I wanted to use this for so long, but there was no like instant or sorcery I really wanted to use it with, so I was like, and then this just fizzles.
Yeah, and then I have no more responses.
I'm cool. I have 3 cards in
I
hand.
have 2.
I have 7.
So I'll draw 7.
Yes.
And then I will have
notably-
3 triggers.
I am getting rid of Perforos, Goblin King, and Siege Gang Commander.
I'm on product.
Okay, sorry. I should look at the first card because I do have other miracles. It's not miracles. 7, and then assuming no
You'll draw
Tide
10?
Binders, my trouble with those triggers, I will draw an additional 3.
That can be interesting.
Crazy, still only got 1 land.
Those are some cards. Did you draw a land at least?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just one?
Just 1.
That's all you need.
And yeah, I think that's all I got.
Alright. I mean, it is 1 land, but there is something cool. Draw. Let me look at the top. So, let's go for planes. Tap that. For Soul Ring. Hey, that's something. Hey, what's that? What's that?
So you're doing better than me, huh?
Let's take a look at what I got here. 10 times. I'm just gonna do something here that I've always wanted to do because I've never played this card before. So,
Yeah.
White, red, blue, and
It's like a board white.
this guy, Chico, Paragon of the White.
Very nice.
So on cast, I'll have a triple Impersters. It's your second spell.
Sounds good. And
You're good.
yep, I'm gonna grab the Crazy Stick, also known as the Chaos Wand, of course. But yeah, it just has, if everyone is familiar with it or no.
It's been a while.
It's been a minute, yeah.
Yeah, it just says for 4 and then tapping. Target opponent exiles the top card from your library until they exile an instant or sorcery card, I may cast that without paying its mana cost. Then you'll put the cards that weren't cast in the bottom of your library in a random order. But yeah, that does say target opponent. I can't target myself, of course. But I think with that, I will do this as well. I'll just tap for blue. Also tapping this for blue with Urza, as well as my construct for a midnight clock. And I will just add this over here to a 4 for the number of artifacts, 5, with the soul ring there indeed. So, cool. With all that, that's just my turn. I really appreciate the card draw with that. It was sick. Fantastic.
Alright.
Yeah, go ahead.
Untap, I'll draw. I'm going to play Miracle Raceway, start my engine. It's funny, it's the land that gives you speed, but it's the slowest ancient tomb ever. Speed is at 1. Yeah, that is true. That is true. We are going to tap it for a skull crab.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Well, let's tap for a. Can you tap for red? You can tap for red. Impact Tremors.
That'll trigger the trouble in pairs.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. No response.
No response. Legion Warboss for 2.
Combat, you make a 1/1.
That has to attack.
Has to attack, and he has mentor.
So I will. I'm also going to activate Koth here before in my first main to go grab a mountain and put in my hand. It actually goes up to 3. Sorry, I have to reveal it. It is a mountain. I'm not cheating. So I'll go to combat. Sorry, this can't speak. But at the beginning of combat, I will make a goblin. It'll be 3 damage to everyone.
I'm just going to gain 3.
Yep.
It's a great deal.
Yeah, we'll go to combat. We'll swing those. Do I want to swing that? No. These 3 will be swinging at John. Trigger.
And a trigger because you're attacking with 2 creatures.
Yep. I have another goblin coming in.
So I'll gain 3.
So you gain 3. You guys will both lose 3. All this is coming your way, John.
Deals triple damage.
And they all have first strike.
First strike. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 enchantments. So I can only afford to lose 1 of them. That's fine. Throw one of the glimmers front there. And I don't really want to take 27 damage. I mean, I can.
What's 27 damage?
I know. That's the thing. Oh, crap.
Oh,
You also have the impact
I
tremor.
missed an impact tremors trigger.
Two of them.
2 of them?
Yeah.
Is that okay if we? I forgot. So essentially, you guys would take an extra 6.
And I would
You would
gain
gain
6.
6.
Well, in that case, I'll take 27. I'll block Crete, and then I'll not declare blocks on those 3.
Sure.
Healthy 40.
Any tricks?
No tricks. No tricks.
Just turn.
Just a nice, good old healthy 40.
Then my question, probably gonna. Are you gonna windfall again? Maybe.
No,
No, probably not.
not currently.
Probably not.
It's not a no.
Yeah, that's the scary part. Also, my speed went up. I forgot about that. I'm gonna tap my last red to cast Seer Slicer Goblin. Everyone's gonna take 6. Um,
1 for 3 from
Right,
free,
right.
3 from impact armors.
and then I'll go to my unstep, trigger Seer Slicer Goblin.
I'll take another.
Everyone
6.
takes another 6. I'll pass the turn.
Well, best of luck.
Very good. That's excellent. Alright. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. That's. While I still have 2 or more opponents, I'm going to play this one.
I feel that.
Tap 2 for a Mind Stone. We'll tap 6 for a Shadow of the Second Sun, targeting myself. So at the beginning of Enchanted Player's post-combat main phase, there's an additional beginning phase after this phase. It's a really convoluted way of saying that at my end step, I get a beginning step. But I also will make a Spirit.
So essentially, that's an extra like untap
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Yeah.
So with her, it's an extra like surveil,
Mm-hmm.
which is nice.
Oh, another miracle. Right?
No, because it's the first card drawn that turn.
Right, the turn. Okay.
But it's an untap upkeep
Mhm.
draw, which is nice. So we'll go to combat. Everything has vigilance, flying. So this is a 1/1. So Brian.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I think it's just you.
You could take one of them out.
Well, he's got 8 flyer. I don't have mana. I can't attack him because of propaganda, so I actually can't take him out.
I mean, someone could sneeze at me and
I
take
know,
me out.
that's-
So.
That's the fun part.
If I
there.
play one creature with impact tremors, you have your attack.
So we'll go 12 in the air.
Sure.
At you. Trigger on the attack.
Yep.
I will draw 2, then discard a card. Doesn't really matter. If you discard it in hand, so it's the same anyways. So we'll discard this one.
So I'll take 12, you'll gain 12, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I could have, yeah.
Post combat, this will trigger. I will move to end step, which will go to an untap. Upkeep, draw.
Is that open when you're in step?
So it's after my,
At the beginning of post-combat main phase.
but then the beginning step happens after that phase.
So it's in between.
It's a
your
really
second
weirdly
main and your
worded
end step.
card.
Yeah.
So does that mean can you still cast sorceries? Or no?
No.
No. 'cause it's-
I am out of my main phase.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I am now back at my beginning step, but then immediately after my draw step, we're going to
it's
the end
at
step.
The end step.
Okay.
So I can only cast instants and flash. I'm gonna just discard down hand.
You gotta love magic cards.
Right.
Classic reading it explains it.
I love the ones that are like, if a card could target a card that could target a flag bearer, then it also targets flag bearer in addition to its targets.
Discard
Literally
So
just
weird.
4
that's
lands,
the way
a
it is.
solemn, and an ancient cellar spawn.
That's just their way of saying that it would
Turn,
also target
this
this creature too.
loses its last time counter and
Mhm.
is now a creature. Go ahead.
Let's go.
7 cards that I drew 4 normal lands. It's not really not quite what I needed. So I might as well.
7.
4 cards currently.
7.
7. Do we want to cast any of this before?
Yeah, I guess trigger. I have no response to the trigger.
I'll flash in an entity tracker.
Hmm.
So whenever an enchantment I control enters, or whenever I fully unlock a room, I'll draw a card.
Cool.
And I think I'm good with that. So I have 6, you have 7. Yeah.
I'm discarding Blasphemous Act, Draconautics Engineer, a Mountain, and a Rogue's Passage.
Of note, I'm discarding a Dawn's Trees.
Oh!
Increasing Devotion has flashback. It can get 10 creatures.
Is it 6 or 7?
7.
7.
First one.
Discard.
Yep.
7, and then I'll draw an additional
Oh.
3.
7.
Suppose at the very least pay 3, cast my commander once. That's the very nothing else.
Finally got some dry erase tokens for the tag game deck.
That's pretty
I
good.
make way too many copies of these.
Cast 4 bills as well.
That's your second spell. Triple Embarrassment Trigger.
And Kykar trigger, so I guess.
I've drawn so many cards off this drawing years.
So just Jace's are
Hopefully
and then
they're
at the end
useful.
they'll come back and
Alright.
Just a
I'm
couple of
gonna go
gems.
untap.
Now I'm
Keep over
nervous.
there. Okay. So, let's try. Gonna look at the top card. Something.
Yeah, I mean, Mono Red doesn't have many ways of dealing with enchantments.
So I guess I got a question. Who here thinks they have the best instants and sorceries? Just the most fun things to cast.
I mean,
Mine just make goblins.
my board wipes are gone.
Yeah. Okay.
I think there might be one left in there, but even if he leaps the impact tremors and the city on fire, all he has to do is play his commander and you die.
That's true.
I will say I was just trying to kill him.
Oh no, I'm down to just do anything fun. That's why I have a crazy stick to do crazy.
Otherwise, I'd have a lot of like card draw cantrips so that I can potentially trigger miracles.
Fair. So, what I'm guessing right now is, do you have some fun stuff, my dude? Because I'm probably gonna hit like cantrips, which I can do with Kykar here for some stuff. But what would you say? Because either way, I'm targeting someone with this.
I mean, you could potentially hit the Tef Pro and get yourself an extra round.
You know what? Let's go gambling.
That would be the best try, I think.
I don't have that one, so I might as well get the room.
I'm gonna give it a shot here. So we'll go 4 for that, and
So I go till I hit an instant or sorcery?
instant or sorcery. Yep. What is that?
Utter end. You can exile a target non-land permanent.
Ooh.
Please go on the bottom in a random order.
Could I recommend the Exquisite Blood?
from the guy that's about to kill you.
I don't know. Hitting,
Unintentionally, but
Yeah.
hitting anything on my board is it's kind of mute.
You know
I
what?
would
Here,
I would hit the exquisite.
I'll do something since I'll involve basically everyone. I chose your cards. You're gonna be the target, but you're gonna be the one that gets to choose. So
Oh,
there
okay.
you go. A little bit of group hug.
I feel like the city on fire is the problem.
Yeah. City on fire.
It's your call.
Sure.
I mean,
Exiles it, right?
indeed. Yep.
I mean, it's all bad, but
It's all bad.
But like tripling,
what was the most bad?
tripling the impact tremors and the neural creep.
Three
is-
goblins to kill you.
Well,
Not
no, he
necessarily.
only needs to make 2.
Or 2.
And he's going
Not
to
even that.
spectacular.
Not even that.
I'm gonna bring out my Kykar though right now instead. I thought I wasn't going to, but
That is your second spell, so
That is my
triple
second.
impairs will trigger. Not
I am going to scry here really quick, and I already know what mess up.
Yeah.
miracles in the deck.
That's funny.
I'll look at my top card as well for the fortunes, and I will then tap this construct to brainstorm.
Mm.
So I'll draw 3 cards, which I believe that's my second.
That'll be your. Yeah, you'll draw 2.
Yep. So,
It's Fairy's protection, yeah.
I lost my Dawn's Truce. So I'm not happy with
Damn.
that.
Yeah, hitting the city on fire is kind of messed up. Because now I can't really swing in well into you.
Oh no.
I'll
It
leave
is
at
a
that.
no-no.
It is a no-no.
It is a
just makes
no-no.
one spirit deck. I
'Cause
do,
it-
I
that-
do have a lot of damage in the air,
Yeah.
but you don't have blockers for it.
Well, that's okay. Is that pass
Yep,
turn?
that's my turn.
I would hit something on your board. Try. Well, that helps a little bit. Play mountain.
I also probably will hit these with blood.
I would hit these.
I'm glad that you did.
Yeah, how much in the air?
2, so that's 9, 19, 24 currently. If I cast enchantments, this gets bigger.
Yeah, I mean, I think I just gotta try. Oh, it's actually one less. Molten Gatekeeper. It's impact tremors on a creature. That's gonna deal 2 to everyone.
Yep.
4.
I'm hanging on, guys.
Actually, I need 2.
Loyal Apprentice.
Yep.
That's 2 to everyone.
Yeah, I will net.
3.
So I'll lose 2. I'll gain 3. Because he'll only lose 1 life.
Yep.
Now it's just mute for me. Until you die.
I'll tap 3. Heraldic Banner, naming red.
Sure.
-3 cost. You deal 4 damage here.
What bits? Sure.
Then let's go combat. So I got a bunch of 2 ones and 3 ones and stuff coming at you. Yeah, we'll full swing your way. Well, not full swing, but
So at the beginning of combat,
so at the
you
beginning
get
of
your
combat, I do have a Loyal Apprentice and a Legion Warboss trigger. So I'll get a Goblin, which deals 2, and a Thopter that deals 2.
Well, it just ends up being net 0.
Actually, that's going to deal 3. Yeah,
Each one will, so it'll be 6 damage.
it'll be
total,
6 damage total.
which kills you.
Which, yeah.
and then I gain 6.
Yeah.
So I lose 6, I gain 6, and that's 0.
No more top decks.
Um,
No more top decks.
Almost more. Nothing good.
It's good.
so
Just
now,
need pen. Cool.
we'll go to combat.
There's any of this stuff that I need.
Swing all these goblins. The Thopter actually, I don't think it has to swing, right? No, it just has haste. We'll leave the Thopter back. Loyal Apprentice, Legion War Boss, Trigger, Mentor.
In response to the trigger.
Oh.
Fairy's
Yeah,
protection.
yeah, it's Fairy's Protection in hand. Can I read to Fairy's Protection?
Yes.
That doesn't target, does it? It just says you.
No, yeah.
Darn.
But if you could copy it, if you had kept your, if
No.
you still had your flair.
No, I think that's game then. I had the untimely malfunction. But
that would have been good.
no. Yep. I think that'll swing, but you'll be gone.
Yeah.
So I will still get a goblin. You just won't be there to take the damage.
Correct.
And then
And you'll get one off the raid as well. Yeah, sure.
yeah, and then one of these goblins will have a counter, and I'll get another goblin at the end step.
You have one flying blocker.
I have one flying blocker.
I did get rid of one of my figure guys.
I did.
17. Alright. I think it's.
Can you get me from here?
Game, but untap a people. I mean, that probably gets you. If not gets you, really locks this game down tight. Tap 3 for propaganda.
Oh yeah.
I'll make another spirit. Wizard each 2/2s. Let's see. This one came go to combat. Oh, right, and I'll draw a card when that enters. I also forgot to draw a card every time. That's fine. Go to combat.
I think you've got enough card draw.
Yeah, that's 10, 12, 14, 16 in the air.
16. And I can go to blocks.
Okay.
I'll block the biggest one.
Yes, versus 6.
So I'll take 10.
Yep.
And my flyer dies.
Post combat. This triggers. Let's see here. You have 7 life.
I have it 7.
Tap X equals 4. Let me hook master. Trigger on the cast to make a
Damn.
copy.
There's a card I should have played. That's okay. I think that gets me, right?
Yeah, so I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things die.
Yeah. GG's.
GG's.
The exquisite blood man.
Yeah.
I wish that I had.
I had the Fairy's Protection in hand when I baited you.
You're baiting it. You're baiting it. That's rude.
There were other fun things.
I really wish I had enough mana for the Riptide Gear Vault I had.
I mean, Return to Dusk could have got 2 of my things. Or one of my things and your thing.
I had like 5 draw spells in my first hand, or my the hand that I ended up playing, which is why I really liked it. It's like, it's fine. I can just draw into a land, no problem. And then just not a one. Still dealt 1 planes. Let's go. Oh, you eventually. Let's see.
All of the stuff that I needed more pips than I had, or black.
No. Anything with that many damage pingers, I may have been able to get like a good like 80 damage.
Okay,